Hey everyone, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to more Outer Wilds. So, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. We've got maybe 1 or 2 sessions left. We've got almost all of the ship's log uncovered. There are just a few more key things that we need to figure out to find out what we actually need to do to actually finish the game. So, we've got to do something to do with the quantum moon, which is what we were trying to do last time. But we also didn't actually find the probe tracking module, and I think there's some stuff to do with quantum caves as well, which we need to just, type some loose ends, finish these things off. So I feel very dumb for last time not actually getting to the probe tracking module. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the HUD now, because basically, we already knew that in order to insulate yourself from electricity, you go inside jellyfish, right? But what happened was I bounced the ship around the jellyfish, ended up exploding it. Then when I got out of the ship, because it was about to explode, and I was in my spacesuit, I tried touching the jellyfish from the outside of the top of the jellyfish. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go from the inside, from the bottom up. So basically you kind of like sneak in through the tentacles, and then, well, jellyfish don't have tentacles, but you sneak in from the bottom and then stay in the head of the jellyfish, as it were, and then that'll let you actually get past the electricity. So that's what we're going to do now on Giant's Deep. We just need to go ahead and find one of these cyclones that will send us underneath the current by going anti-clockwise. All these are going clockwise, but you're not over there, my friend. So you should send us underneath. Yes, there we go. So now I just need to find a jellyfish or two. That one over there will do, I think. So let's try and get a bit closer if we can. The thing that I didn't understand initially about this is that the jellyfish move up and down. I don't know whether going inside the jellyfish yourself will trigger it, but it does take just a little bit of time. So last time I tried to bump on top of the head of the jellyfish, and I was getting caught into the tendrils and so on, and you can obviously see there's electricity there. So we just need to go below. I'm thrusting downwards. And then we avoid where the purple electricity is going. And then we're going to sneak in around here. No! See? Didn't have enough time for that jellyfish. So we took a bit of damage there. That's fine. The principle is basically there. You just need to actually have the time to do it. And that kind of comes into one of my main complaints about this game. And it's something that I'll talk about more in depth once we get to the true credits. Because we've already seen some credits because we ended up taking the core of the Ash Twin project away. And then the supernova happened and it says, you are dead. So let's go ahead and do this now. Come on. Nice and easy. There we go. So yeah, turns out doing it this way, completely safe. And then you just stick in the head of the jellyfish and wait for it to drag you down, basically. Because you can actually let go of your thrust. The jellyfish will take you as you need to. But yeah, one of the main issues I have with this game is the fact that it's all based on time. So if you, for whatever reason, miss an opportunity to do something, it is very likely you are going to spend a lot more time trying to redo that thing. And there's no quick way of doing that. Like, you have to be patient, of course, and being patient in this type of game can be rewarding. But it's also like, well, why are you making me wait so long to do this? Like, you can't even press start and reset the loop. You have to go to the menu, quit out, and then do it. So, we've had electricity pass over us. I'm pretty sure that means we're good. So I'm going to down thrust now. Try and escape from the jellyfish's tendrils. There we go. And here we are. This is, or what I assume is the probe tracking module from the orbital probe cannon. I have not managed to make it inside this thing yet. I just noticed that when I was inside the jellyfish, I was like, oh, so that's how you do that. Great. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find an entrance to this. Somewhat. I don't suppose it's over here. No. Try not to bounce myself too much, because I will die. Maybe I have to go through one of these broken ports. Yeah, that seems likely. So let's go inside here now. And I assume this probe tracking module is going to tell us something we need to know as well. But honestly, I think there is probably a way for you to finish the game without having to get all of the ship's log uncovered. And there's probably even an achievement to do that as well. Oop, okay. Alright, so how are we doing? Go ahead and move this over here. So let's go and lift that up. So this is the same thing as we saw on the orbital probe cannon itself, but this hopefully will tell us some new info, assuming that the text is going to move out. Okay, so it's actually going to tell us where the probe's going, isn't it? Receiving data from probe 9,318,118. Visualizing current trajectory of the probe. So it's just going in a straight line, basically. Okay. Go ahead and move this around. Down here. Again, this is all around Giant's Deep. The probe. Oh yeah, here we go. So we can see it extending out from Giant's Deep. This is all the different trajectories over the different time loops that have already happened. Hence why it's doing it like this. Retrieving previous launch data from the Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, over 9 million. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe found by probe 9,318,054. So only recently found the Eye of the Universe. Well, if that's the case, then in theory we should be able to find the location of the Eye of the Universe that we actually need to head towards, don't we? So, what's this? Retrieving stored coordinates from the Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Those are the coordinates. That's what we put in on the vessel. Right. Okay, I'm hoping that this will give us a visual indication when we get to the vessel itself. But that also kind of implies that the thing that I was trying to do by taking the core from Ash Twin and giving it to the vessel was in fact the right thing to do. It just, I didn't have enough time to actually do it. Which annoys me even a little bit more, but oh well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So let's go ahead and put this on the wall. Da, 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 da. Imagine Privet. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You wouldn't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Very correct, Privet. Go ahead and put this in. I'm pretty sure this is just going to tell us where the module is. Yeah, it's in orbit around Giant's Deep. And this is the one that's got the broken viewport. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and do this. More text. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Raimi is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I'm now worried that this cannon's structural integrity and its crew moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Raimi. So, yeah, we just need to take those coordinates that the probe tracking module has given us and put the warp core there, and then we'll go there. So that, in theory, should be enough for us to finish the game. Yeah, Ash Twin Project. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So, let's go ahead and lift off. I don't suppose... It's hard to tell whether that's written left to right or not. Like, is it this way around? Or is it the other way around? I'm not going to be able to do that well in the jetpack, so never mind. Ooh. Try and get out safely. Well, somewhat safely. Okay. So, why am I stuck here? let's just open the door then. Ta-da! Hopefully it'll release us once we actually get out. Yes. Okay. So, I'm not actually sure what the quickest way to get back out of the back out to the ship is. Whether it's to just go ahead and die, because that does seem to be the quickest way to do this, or whether it's to try and find a jellyfish and do this properly. Hard to say. It's probably quicker to just get out and die. If I try and going towards where the ship is, maybe that'll tell us where jellyfish is. Oh no! So you can actually survive coming out. I got hit once with electricity trying to go to the jellyfish, and then I got hit again coming out of here. But vitals are critical. So. Okay, fair enough. While I remember it, I'm going to go back to the ship's log and actually go and record some other stuff that I found out in between last time. Basically, I went back to the Hanging City, or the Old Settlement rather, and I found a mural which basically explains what happened to the vessel. It was following the Eye of the Universe's signal, but then it got caught by the Dark Bramble, and now it's obviously defunct. But yeah, we'll get there eventually once we get to the ship itself. I'm hoping I can just swim along and get there. Like, it being taken across the current shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. So we've crossed over now. Come on, my ship friend. We got more time to do stuff. Yep. Yep. I kind of wish you could use a jetpack boost in water to make you go faster, but it doesn't seem like that's an option. Like, pressing X just lifts you up rather than making you go faster. So, down, and then get sucked in. Cool, alright. So, medpack, refuel. So, ship's log. We've got the probe tracking module there. So, I'm going to assume that the way this image is representing it is written from left to right. So, the orbital program has launched millions of probes. The 9,318,054th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. The probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found Nomai coordinates marking the location of the Eye of the Universe, and this is the ocean depths. So we pass through the electric barrier and reach the coral forest at the planet's core. So that means that all this is done. Did we read all this? I think we read all this. So the Eye is in distant orbit around the sun, so they sent out a probe looking for it. The tornado simulation tells us how to get below the current. Yeah, and that's actually just mapped on the HUD. Cool. So yes, this is what I found in between last time. So a mural of a Nomai vessel encountering a signal. A mural of Dark Bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. And a mural of 3 escape pods evacuating the Nomai vessel. So one got caught in Dark Bramble, one went to Ember Twin, and the other went to... I assume that's Brittle Hollow, but it could be wrong. So in that case, as I said before, everything else, rumor-wise, has been tied off. So we just need to go ahead and do the Quantum Moon. I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. But we can also go to the Quantum Caves, Tower of Quantum Knowledge, and the 6th location that the Quantum Moon actually goes to, which I assume is the Eye of the Universe. But let's go ahead and put this on. So the Quantum Caves being located on Ember Twin might be a problem depending on how much time we have left. Because it's filling up with sand currently, and that might cover up the entrance to the cave. But I think I know how to get there. But yeah, it's like, I spent a fair bit of time trying to... That's going to make me go into the sun. So let's go ahead and move to the side. I spent a bit of time looking for the probe tracking module, so I don't actually know if I've actually got enough time to make it to Ember Twin and the lake bed cave that I'm trying to get to for the Quantum Caves. Just need to line up that trajectory. Come on. We've only been going for about 15 minutes, so hopefully I have enough time to explore Quantum Caves. We'll see soon enough, no doubt. But yeah, it's like it takes so long to do certain things that it makes it annoying to have to repeat. Now, I don't mind repetition when it serves a purpose. Like, obviously, you know, roguelikes exist. Even playing games like Bloodborne or Dark Souls and stuff like that. All those... Am I going to die? I think I'm dead. I'm getting sucked in by the sun? No. I just about managed to escape it. That was not... Didn't actually take me to the Quantum Caves. Autopilot. Alright, so... The North Pole is where I want to go, which is where campfire is. Ooh, do I have enough time? There's 2 entrances I need to look for, and it's that one there. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, need to get out. I want to get a bit closer here. So, here we go. It looks like I did have enough time. I'm hoping that this is the right one. What? I just got crushed by my ship because the sand was filling up Ember Twin. I walked out and immediately died. Yeah, there's like that. I mean, I guess that's a problem, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I am about ready to be done with this game. Like, I appreciate it is a really good game. Like, the fact that it's all about, you know, exploration and nothing's told to you and you actually make discoveries that are quite important. And obviously being spoiled on those kind of things would take away from the magic of the game. But there's just certain things, like, I don't think it needed to be like that. But yeah, I think I'll save that for the credits wrap up, like I mentioned, because this game, I think, had a Kickstarter, so there's quite a lot of Kickstarter backer members' names to go through, so we've got plenty to talk about when we actually get there. So, let's try that again. Heading off to Ember Twin. I don't think I actually mapped out Quantum Caves on my map. So, rumor mode. There we go. Cool. Right, now let's buckle in. Okay. So let's go on the other side of Ash Twin. We want to head towards that campfire. Hold velocity, match it together. Okay. So, yes, I think it's either this cave here or the other one. One opening of the 2. Basically, there's a rumor to say that Coleus disappeared at the edge of a lake bed, which could be actually all the way down here, now that I think about it. Ooh. Does that go further down than I thought it would? It might do, you know. But actually, maybe I already didn't have enough time to do what I was trying to do last time. Okay. Well, we're here now, so let's see. What is over here? That's nothing. Oh, that's dead end as well. Again, I'm going to run into the problem of, hey, by the way, sand is filling up here. It is very easy for you to die. But I'm hoping we can find the body of Coleus and see where we need to go. Although, now that I mention it, I am getting lit turned upside down. I suppose there's a gap for me to go through here. This side. That's filling up. Okay, let's stick to maze rules. If you follow a wall on the left-hand side or the right-hand side constantly, you will eventually find an exit. Assuming that I can actually see where I need to go. So follow this wall here. Left-hand side. Yep, so that wraps around. Yep, that's the sand coming in already. Okay. This does feel like where Coleus would have disappeared if he was going to. Alright, we're looping around. Okay, so that's actually... Yeah. So, Right, that's fine. Still, we didn't die, which is good. Let's try finding that entrance again. See if we can't actually make it somewhere of value. Alright. Also, the reason why I'm not going to where the Quantum Caves market is because I don't think that's where I actually need to go. I need to go to where the lake bed got dried up, which is here on the North Pole. So, oh god. Okay. Oh god, bouncing around. Right, let's try going up here. Avoid that cactus. Okay, let's not avoid that cactus. Let's try going up again. Okay. So here's the cave shard. Yep. So let's go ahead and read this text. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave at the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole several days ago and were unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this help us recover Coleus. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique colour and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. It wasn't the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. We plan to re-examine the North Lake Bed Cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. We went back to Lake Bed Cave and returned the rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. This means the rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. So it's disappeared. That might have been what I needed to find out. In terms of the text. So let's go ahead. Go this way instead. Is there anything around here? That leads to a bridge. I don't think we're going to go that way. Let's try going further down. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright. We could always try going back to the ship and see what ship's log got updated there. Because if it is, in fact, true that the lake bed cave needs to be examined, we might not have enough time now. So, let's see. The Wandering Rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Evertwin's North Pole. So that is correct. Okay. Right. We'll try wandering down again, but I have a feeling time has already passed too much. Vitals are critical? Yeah, okay. I think I have missed my opportunity to look down this cave properly, so... If that's the case, what we'll do is we'll do something else quantum related, and we'll go ahead and travel to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Now, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge annoyed me somewhat after, you know, ending the stream last time and going there and being like, oh, actually, the thing that I determined was in fact correct, in that it is impossible to travel to the Quantum Tower of Knowledge while it's still intact. So essentially, what you need to do is you need to wait until Brittle Hollow breaks apart. And that waiting period is a while. Let's try not to die as I crash. Yeah, here we go. So we can go ahead and fuel up and med pack up again. So, we are going to view the ship's log. We need to lock on to this, I think. Yeah, because I can't do it to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Basically, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, it's impossible to get to until it breaks apart from Brittle Hollow and you can explore it in 0G. And it takes 15 minutes for that. Well, like 10 to 15 minutes. It takes a long time when you're waiting for that to happen. So imagine if you were just waiting for that one thing and being like, oh, I think I need to wait a bit longer. And then you might actually miss your opportunity to do the thing that you actually need to do. So we're going to go ahead and go to the equator. I think it might actually be here? No, this isn't it. This is the warp point. So it must be on the other side, because it's on the equator. There should be a set of stairs leading down to it. Wait, that's the observatory. The observatory is on the South Pole. There's the gravity cannon. Where's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge? It should be right. That's the escape pod. I suppose I could just do a few loops of the map and I'll find it eventually. The thing is that, in theory, I technically know where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is. Ah, there it is. Okay. Like, this is where the shard is, right? But it doesn't mark it as so on your ship's log, and you can't, like, map it out in terms of, like, a marker to go to. So, because we have some time to wait, I actually want to go to the campfire. Wherever that is. Oh no, this campfire is actually inside Brittle Hollow, isn't it? So this is another thing. It's like, they gave you the ability to do time travel, basically just waiting in place so that you can time whatever you need to do correctly. And the one time that this is something you want to do where it's related to the surface, the place to do that, waiting at the campfire, is not on the surface. It's inside, and you get closer to the black hole. So I actually have no choice but to wait out the quantum knowledge tower until it gets sucked into the black hole, which is actually a bit more annoying than I thought it was originally. So, yeah. Well, anyway, so here's the tower. I actually want to do this. Okay, surface integrity is at 41%. So, in theory, this place where the tower is has, like, 50% of the time taken to be deconstructed gone already. Hey, there we go. Surface integrity is 0%. So, we're going to get sucked in towards the black hole. And now that the surface is being sucked into the black hole, we should be able to turn ourselves around and go to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Because that's where the Scouts is currently. Okay, so let's match our velocity here. We need to go where the stairs are. This way. So let's match here. And this will do, we can get out of the ship now. So, down the stairs to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Get the flashlight on because we can see stuff that way. Go ahead and see where the hole is. The hole is further down. Okay. So, here we go. So, obviously this path was broken before. We can't, you know, travel down here when there's gravity in place. But we can do it in 0G. So, let's go ahead and see what's down here. We've got a couple of translation points, it looks like. I don't think we've got any projection stones around here, though. Let's see. And again, you can hear the music kicking in, and that's obviously a big hint to say, hey, by the way, this thing is important. Right. So, is there anything down here? Aha! We have a scroll. So, take this scroll. Pick up the scroll. Okay. Was the thing to read this down here? No, those take, like, the stones, not the scrolls. Okay. Go up then. Alright, we've got symbols, Eye of the Universe, Dark Bramble, etc., etc. Ah, there we go. That's where we can read this. So, a quick translator. Welcome, Solanum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you just as it carried me and many in our clan before me to the moon's sixth and most secret location. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon, but remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Be curious on your journey. Okay. So the shrine... So we found the shrine last time, but it has to be on the North Pole. I don't know if we actually managed to make it to the North Pole. Oh, here we go. We can put it in here. We can't actually put this scroll down yet. Let's go ahead and put it in. Come on, put it in. Put it in. There we go. There we go, that's better. So, if you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, You are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us, those who, after the crash that brought them to the star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin, with no communication between the two groups of survivors. These Nomai looked upward from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept the curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon died before we discovered how to make the journey. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Okay. So, the Quantum Moon is currently at the eye of the universe, so that's handy. I don't suppose we saw another... We haven't found any stones to do this. Yeah. How do we... There must be some stones available, because otherwise this thing here makes no sense. We can't actually read anything because there's nothing to pick up. Okay, well... I'll give it another once over at the top, but otherwise we might have to leave this be. But to be fair, there's not much time left on this loop anyway, as it were. Because the sun is about to go supernova. Let's see. Yep, there's the music kicking in, so. Alright, well... Looks like we're done. So if we can find our way back to the ship, we can go ahead and read the logs. So it's just outside. Oh, fuel level's critical. That's not a good sign. Match velocity with the ship. Let's go forward. Match velocity. There we go. Alright, so ship's log got updated. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge links to the Quantum Shrine. Of course it does. The Nomai built a shrine on the Quantum Moon to aid in the pilgrimage to its sixth location. Remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. The pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon was a deeply significant journey for the Nomai. After the two groups of Nomai stranded on Ember Twin Brittle Hollow were reunited, it became their goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. And the sixth location, so they went to the pilgrimage to which the Quantum Moon carried them to the sixth and most secret location. To explore the sixth location, the shrine on the Quantum Moon must be on the moon's north pole. Okay. So... we've got one more thing to do with the Quantum Caves. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I don't think this carries over after the supernova, but we'll give it a go. Where's the supernova happened? Oh, I was actually stuck there. Cool. Let's fly into the sun! Yeah! Cowabunga! So one other thing that I wanted to do last time, and I didn't actually manage to do it, was to go to Ash Twin when the supernova happens and see if that protects us from dying. I didn't actually do that test during, like, the time between last stream and this stream. And again, it's one of those things that it's going to take a while for that to actually happen, so... I think we've got our goal of going towards the lake bed cave on Ember Twin. Try and explore that area a bit more. And then once that's done, we can probably actually go to Ash Twin because it's fairly close by. And then see if that actually works.